Hello everyone, this is Mike, Vertisim, welcome back to the channel, and in this video today I want to show you some tweaks that you can do to improve your graphics settings in the simulator. And as you can see at my the shadows that are going over the glass shield as well, they're very sharp. It is 4K shadows. And normally in VR you would see some blurry edges on of the shadows, and here you can see this is pretty sharp edges of the shadows, as you can see here on the seat next to me. So let's take off. Oh, that doesn't sound really good, but anyhow, this is the updated Piper Comanche. It's not, well, that engine is not running really smooth, but alright, let's take it back and lean a little bit. So here we go. Gear coming up. Well, probably my fault, but anyhow. So you can see these very, oh wait a minute, very sharp shadow edges. It's really beautiful to see, and it gives more depth to the overall image. Right, so one of the engine is not running. The engine is not running that smooth, but I think it's probably of the spark plugs. But anyhow, so how do we get these sharp edges for the shadows? Well, it's pretty easy to do. You can do it in a few minutes. But what I wanted to show you is in the when I go to the graphic settings, I go to general options, and I go to my my shadows here. You see now my shadow maps are 4K, 4096, and that's what it does. That's what I'm seeing now. If I go to back here, you see I can't change it back up to 4096, only to 2048. So if I'm gonna apply this one, I go back in here and I'm gonna resume it. You see, those edges are blurry, and also here on the glass shield here, it's blurry shadow edges. So we want to change this to 4096. So how do we do that? I will show that to you right now.
We have to open the user configuration file. Where do we find this one? If we find this one in App Data, Local, Packages, Microsoft Flightsimulator with all the letters and numbers behind it, Local Cache, and there we found our user configuration file. That is for the store users. For the Steam version, that would be, I think, Flight Simulator, roaming, and then user configuration. So once we open this one, we're gonna scroll down until we find graphics VR. You can change them also for the 2D versions. That's the first one, that's here, graphics. But we're going to graphics VR, this one, and then we're gonna scroll down until we find shadows, and it is this one, shadows. And then here the size must be 4096, as I have here. In your unedited version it will be 2048. Change this one to 4096. Then we scroll down until we find the post-processing. Then we're gonna set sharpen to 0, sharpen 0, and film grain also 0. because the film grain will pixelate the sky a little bit, and then it won't look very natural. So by switching up film grain, the sky looks a lot better and the clouds looks a lot better. Once we've done that, it's File, up there, Save, and then restart the sim.
So now we've restarted the sim with the new settings. You can see that the shadows are now much sharper at the edges again, which is truly amazing. And if we check back into our graphic settings, let's bring it up here. Let's go to the general options. So we go in VR, we're gonna scroll down. You can see the shadow maps are back at 4096, so 4K shadows. Alright, I also did a little bit tweaks for the colors. So not only the shadows but also the colors, but for that we have to go into the OpenXR Toolkit in the headset. And first you have to go to Appearance. Turn on post-processing. Then contrast to 55. Brightness a little bit up to 52. Exposure also up 54. Saturation, we bring that down by 4, so to 46. And then up the vibrance, which keeps all the natural colors more natural. And then up that one by 6. Highlights, bring that down by 3 to 97, and shadows up by 3. And then next we have to go to the system, and then the color gains. Oh, let me scroll down a little bit. Oh, I'm going too far again. I'm going too fast. Red to 41, and green 43, and blue 35. So we're gonna desaturate everything a little bit to make it more natural. So with these color settings, the sim looks more realistic, more natural, with this color grading, especially with the 4K shadows. It gives a little bit more depth to everything. So let me know what you think in the comment below. This was Mike, Vertisim, and see you in the next video.